Hey everybody, it's Sadie from Hip in Detroit, hanging out at Assemble Sound, one of my favorite places in Detroit, and basically the place to find music these days. I'm hanging out with my new friend Curtis Roach.
How y'all doing?
Coolest 18-year-old I've met in a long time. I only point that out because your music is clearly wise beyond its years.
Thank you so much.
In the best way. And also, I would relate it a lot to the 90s. We were kind of talking about that before we turned the camera on.
Right.
And you didn't really live through the 90s.
No, not at all.
So
but my parents are both young, so like that's where I got most of my like 90s influence from, and like other decades as well. Like it's not just 90s, but both of my parents had me in their like early 20s, so all the music that they listened to, I would just be in the back of the car like vibing out to whatever.
Eating it up.
Yeah.
So who are your influences? Do you have any that you name off?
Well, like the new ones, it's like Kanye, Chance, Tyler the Creator, Childish Gambino.
No wonder I like you. You just name like everything I've been listening to.
And then like if you want to go from like 90s, when I first heard like Tribe Called Quest, Wu-Tang, I was like instantly hooked. And like Dr. Dre, definitely with the work ethic that he like puts in, like I just started to appreciate that more and more. He just like is in the studio always like grinding, so I always thought that was cool.
Always creating.
Yes.
And you just put out your third piece of music, if you will, mixtape, album, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
And so you're the kind of person that's always creating.
Yes. I started when I was 15, and like ever since I just fell in love with like recording and being able to like have some outlet to like get my point across, or if I had something on my mind. I started off writing poetry.
Okay. I was going to ask you that. Like, what inspired you to first say, I want to create music?
Yeah, I was like heavy in the poetry, like in the back of the class, 7th grade. And like my teacher, she just kind of was like, yo, this is actually really good, because I was like very open and vulnerable.
Okay.
Like everything that I wrote. So I just turned that into raps because I was always into hip hop, you know? So
That's exactly how Tupac got started too. So when I say that your music makes me feel like it's summer in 1996, I think all these things are kind of vibing together.
yeah.
So do you write throughout the day? Do you actually have like a sit down time where you concentrate and write? How do you create?
I really just, it comes to me whenever I feel like I need to express something. Like I have a black book that I write some of my rhymes in, or I just write in my, or I actually do the voice memos. Like I'm
Right.
voice memo and then
I've heard that a lot of artists do that. I think that's the way they remember things, because sometimes you forget pretty fast.
Yeah, and a lot of it comes from like when I'm in the car. Like every time when I'm in the car, something pops up. I don't know why, it's the car energy. Like I just grab my phone, get the voice memo, and whether it be like actual words or like I'm just mumbling into it's just always gonna be there.
Do you write like sounds and beats that way too? Just kind of mumble out?
Yeah, I might have some type of like tempo in my head, or I might be thinking of a beat that I heard like last night or something. Yeah.
So your new album is called Highly Caffeinated.
Mm-hmm.
But before you were doing that, you were working with We Are Cultured Creators.
Yeah.
Can you tell me what that is?
It's a collective that's not too far from the studio, actually. It's just a bunch of young kids who really have the same like goal and passion, and we're all like trying to put our like lives on this. You know what I mean? It's kind of like if you really want to be there, you're gonna be there to create, and you're gonna, if you want to edit videos, if you want to, you know, be in the studio engineering, if you want to be a recording artist, you can do that. And Reyes, he's like the head of it. He like gave this platform. It's kind of just his house, and he just like has all this equipment for like younger people like me to just be able to be themselves. You know?
So everybody has different talents, and they're kind of coming together and using them to create something.
Yeah, and also another thing that's unique about the culture creators is like, we call it culture creators because like everybody has like different culture backgrounds. Like we have Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, black, you know, all types of colors around, you know. it's kind of cool.
And that's kind of what they're doing here at Assemble, because they bring a lot of artists together and kind of make them collaborate and create.
Yeah.
And how did you get linked in with Assemble?
That is a good question. I really don't know. I think it was just one day, me and my cousin Jay Squared, we kind of were here on some studio session, or there was a seminar I think that we came to, and like everybody we knew was in here, and we were like, wow, this is a really cool space. Like, it's just a
It's an old church. It's an old, beautiful church.
Yeah.
Was it one of the Assemble University classes where they had people speak?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And I think it was like on management or something
Cool.
like that. So yeah, that was super
I
eye.
keep telling you guys, I keep writing about those and telling you that those are the things to go to if you want to get LinkedIn, but nobody ever listens to me, and now you're living proof.
Nah, I for real learned so much from that, because like I'm 18 still learning, and like I didn't know about management. I didn't know about like what streams are. So like all that stuff is super good for somebody who's trying to learn. Like I had my little black book I was writing notes.
That's awesome. And now, flash forward, you're opening up for Sam Austin's and Bev Love.
Yeah.
The big album release show coming up. Is it August 7th? I'm sorry, April 7th. Yeah, April 7th. I'm moving way forward. Are you excited about that?
Yes, definitely. El Club.
I kind of think it's interesting that you're the opening act and you're so talented. Kind of shows you that we have really big things to expect that night.
Yes. I'm grateful that he like picked me, because like I feel like I'm just looking at myself as like some little mixtape rapper still, but like I do understand that I'm kind of getting some buzz, and I definitely show respect to Sam Austin's and the whole camp, because like I see that he sees that I have some type of potential and I could put on a really good show. I just did the El Club like last week.
Yeah, you did it last week, and then you also did it for your album release party. Correct?
I didn't do it for my album release party.
Oh no, that was at a warehouse.
That was at some
Yeah, okay.
But I did put on a good show there. But
they have a great sound system, don't they? That's my favorite thing about that club.
Yes, the El Club is super like. I like how the space is small, but like you could still fit a lot of people in it.
Yeah, except for they need to knock down that wall that's kind of blocking everything. But I'm sure it's probably structural and not able to come down.
Yeah.
So what are we going to do next? We're going to play this big show. We've got this album that anybody can get for free. Like you said, it's on SoundCloud.
Yes.
So once they all hear it, where do they find you? What are you going to be doing this summer?
Well, this summer I'm going to be at Mopop.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yes.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't see that. That's exciting.
Yeah, I'll be with like all my favorite, artists coming up, like Vince Staples and all that. You could catch me there. I'm working on an EP.
Okay.
Yeah.
And do you think you'll ever put out a physical copy? Is that the goal, or are you just going to stay online? Does it even matter?
I think, yeah, for sure. I'm actually heading for like putting all my stuff on the platforms, the big platforms this time. Less samples, so I'm veering away from the mixtape like phase, but I'm still gonna be like true to me at the same time. I'm not saying like nobody else is true to themselves when they do that. I'm just saying like
I'm not being a hater. I'm just trying to do my thing.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep doing me, and I'm gonna keep pushing the type of music that I want to put out, and just expect the EP.
Cool.
Mopop. Yeah.
That's awesome. Mopop's a huge deal. Well, I think you guys definitely need to check him out. I think this year we said we were going to search for some new artists that we wanted to follow, and I think we found one. So if you like hip hop, if you like jazz, if you like good fucking music, check him out. See you guys on April 7th. Keep it hip.